Hello, I'm Denise and welcome to Denise J Knits. This is my podcast. I talk about all my knitting and crochet. To a lesser extent, there may be some sewing and cross stitch, all the crafts that I enjoy. Firstly, I want to say a big thank you to everybody that has subscribed already. It is greatly appreciated, and I hope that you are enjoying the things that I'm talking about. So today is just an update video. I've got the things that I'm working on sitting here, and I'm just going to talk about works in progress and future cast-ons. I have one finished object, which is what I am wearing here. This was the Secret Garden autumn shawl, designer unknown. It was from a book called Secret Garden, and it's the autumn shawl, as I say. I did it in crocheted it rather in boho spirit in the colour Festival, and you can see why it's called Festival because they're absolute right of colour here. It's double crochet on a size, I think I did it on a 4.5 crochet hook. I absolutely love all the colours in this yarn. Now, I had two balls that were sitting in my stash, and this is what I decided to do with it. Not quite long enough for a big shawl, but it's kind of nice for a little wraparound scarf shawl, that kind of thing. I'm going to take it off, it's quite warm, and it's quite warm today. Okay, so one finished object. I've got one other object that's really close to being finished, and it's also a shawl, a wrap type thing. Oh, just fallen on the floor. This is, if you saw the episode 1, this is the Zandra Rhodes wrap. Again, it's done in double crochet, and it's done in squares that are then seamed together in a long line. I've done the border all around, as you can see, and at the bottom there is a frill. There. Where's the end? So there's 2 lines, 2 rows to the frill, and I'm just on the second one now, and I hope to complete this very soon. I've just dropped my yarn, so I'm just going to, excuse me. Okay. It's done in West Yorkshire Spinners Colour Lab, and this is the Zandra's Rainbow, this colour is called. Absolutely gorgeous array of colours there. The purple is Thistle Purple, and the yellow is Citrus Lemon. And as I say, at the moment this is my only crochet project, and I'm hoping to finish it very soon. I have already done, there is with the pattern, there is a pattern for a little flower which I have already done, and that kind of, you kind of just pin that to the shawl at the top there when you've done it. So that's already done. The shawl I should finish, I think, hopefully later today. Yeah. Next we've got the Anne wrap. This is by Chloe Thurlow, and this is a free pattern from Rowan. This is knitted on a, I think that's a 4.5. Is that 4.5? Yes, it is a 4.5, and it's just a stocking stitch, long stocking stitch wrap with a garter stitch border. There. And it's done in, worked in Kid Silk Haze. Okay, now there are 6 colours. The bottom, the bottom colour was blackcurrant, and this colour that I'm working on now is plum. And as you go through, gradually the colours get lighter, and it kind of gives you this ombre effect, wrap scarf type thing. And as you can see, that's the area where you mix the colours, so it gives you this kind of stripy effect. But you do have this it makes this really kind of fine fabric, very light. Ooh. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to work with. I mean, this I've used before, but I've mixed it with some other wool, some yarn. On its own, it's very fine, but I think that's the idea of the wrap here. Then I am also working on a baby's jacket. I think I showed this on my first podcast. I'm working on this is a king hole pattern, a baby's cabled jacket with a hood. And this will be a gift for my goddaughter's son, who turns 1 in April. I've been making very good progress on this. What's that bit? This is the actual body. So I've done the back there and the 2 fronts, and I've obviously sewn it together at the shoulders. So that's that bit. And one of the sleeves. I've actually done both of the sleeves. Where is the other one? Oh, just dropped it. Yeah, so this is the second sleeve. Obviously it's worked in pieces, sewn together, and made that way. It's in a navy. It's Women's Institute premium acrylic. Now I don't have a problem working with acrylic. I know some people do, but this is for a baby. He's turning 1. And mum, let's face it, mum hasn't got time to do any hand washing, so it'll go in the washing machine quite easily. Yeah, it's Women's Institute. That's close to being finished. I love that. Now, if you saw the first podcast, you will have seen me discuss my shawl of shame. In the end, I decided not to frog it, and there has been progress on it. This shawl has been in the works since, well, for about 8 years. It's been on the needles. I was listening to Martin on Knit 635. Is that his Knit 365? That's his podcast. And he had what he called sleeping whips, and I thought that was a great term. So this was a sleeping whip for about 8 years, but it's woken up and is now progressing again. This is the Bethan shawl by Julie Ferguson, and it's worked in Menastor Uruguay silk blend in the colour Wildflowers. I don't know if you can see all the different colours in that. Well, that's the yarn. And I put a progress creeper on there so that you could see. Yes, I've done about 4 rows, but they are really long rows. Oh, don't lose any stitches. So yeah, and it's worked in this moss stitch. I love the pattern. I just don't know why it was sleeping for so long. But that's that. Really, really happy now that I decided to continue with it. The other work in progress is a pair of socks, and this is from Stitches and Cream Sock Club. Stitches and Cream Sock Club, and this was actually December's sock. It's the Petty Harbour sock by Raina Curtis, knitted in the Fibre Company. It's amble yarn, and the colour is Blencathra. Now, if you saw it last time, I had done some of the ribbing, I've done some of the pattern. It was coming along well. Unfortunately, I got up to the heel and I had to take it all back. I kept dropping stitches, and it just wasn't working for me, and I knew I would never wear them if it was right. I you know, kept trying to pick up the stitches, couldn't get them again, kept having to go back, and basically I just thought in the end I'd just start again. So that's as far as I've got. I've done the ribbing and that's it. Yeah, I am determined to make a pair of socks. I have never made socks, well, never made adult socks. I made a pair of socks for my grandson when he was a baby, and didn't enjoy the progress because the process, they were really small, really hard to get on with. So I'm determined to do some adult socks, and obviously I want to do them right. So it was disappointing when I had to frog it, but it's one of those things. So I've started again, and hopefully we'll do better this time with it. They're on 2.5 double point needles here. I did start initially on a circular needle and just couldn't get on with it, so I'm using the DPNs, which I am finding works okay for me, so that's fine. I've had one acquisition in the time since my last video, and it is also from Stitches and Cream Sock Club. I got a little, it comes in a little pack like this, and this will be February's sock. And as you get, this is the picture of it. It's called the Bramble, is it the Bramble sock? The Bramble slipper sock. So that's what we're going to make. This is the yarn. I love the yarn. It's again West Yorkshire Spinners, and it's Blueface Leicester 100% wool, double knitting, in the colour Bramble. Yeah. So this pack arrived this week. So yes, that you get the pattern, you get the yarn, you get needles, 3.25 circular needle. They're actually quite long circular needles. There is also a little stitch marker that comes with it. Can you, how's that? Can you see that? Yeah. And this time we got a little gift, which actually was a chocolate. Very nice. It came from the Red Robin pantry in Cornwall. And it was delicious. Obviously it was chocolate, so it doesn't last long in this house, but that's what came in the box. So that's all lovely. So I'm keeping that all together, but I must say I've got to finish the Petty Harbour first, before I actually start this, and I'm hoping to start this before actually we get the next box. Yeah, who knows. Anyway, that's great. So future cast-ons, once I finish yeah, the Sandra Road shawl, there will be a cast on. I'm going to do a summer blanket, which is this. It's from Knitcraft. It's an ice cream blanket, and it's crocheted in 100% cotton. I've got the yarn here, and it is Knitcraft cotton. That's going to be obviously the blue, and there's other lovely colours sitting here. So that will be my crocheted project. And then once I finish the children's jacket, I will be casting on this. This is Ceridwen. Yeah. It's a shawl, a knitted shawl, Ceridwen shawl, and that's in Lammermuir lace weight. It's beautiful, and another beautiful wrap there. So that will be my new cast on. I'm going away next week, so there won't be any videos. What I'm taking with me, I thought I'd take the children's jacket with me, because that's close to being completed, and I'm on a timeline for that as well. His birthday's in April, so I want to get that finished. I'm also going to be taking the socks. I've got to finish these socks, and then they're done, and I can get on with something else. I don't like to have too many things cast on at once, because I just feel anxious about the weight of stuff that I've got to do. So I'll take it bit by bit. So once that's done, I'll cast on something else, and that's how I do it. So I've got actually about 6 at the moment, and that's a nice number for me. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you again in a couple of weeks. Thank you. Bye.